Here we're getting ready to start right now as Geneseo has the ball teed up. Wolak does, and back deep for the Ottawa Pirates down near the 10-yard line.
We might mention that snapper is A.J. Marmion, and the holder is Nathan Yeager.
Yep. Return man down around the 10-yard line for the Pirates. Can't pick up his number. So it might be number 12, Bryant. Here's a kick by Wolak. Going to push it high in the air, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll have to bring it out with a penalty. The flag's thrown there as the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, they're going to receive that ball at the 35-yard line. Good field position for Ottawa, for the Pirates. They're going to start off first and goal at their own 35.
Ottawa with an enrollment. What was their enrollment right here? Enrollment of 1,348 students. Geneseo with the enrollment of 866.
Geneseo, the smallest team, smallest enrollment in the entire Northern Illinois Big 12.
So up we come to line, or does Ottawa come to the line of scrimmage? Geneseo's defense kind of follows them across to the far hash mark. Where they'll take over. First and 10 will Ottawa Pirates in the blue jerseys, white pants, white helmet. Geneseo in the yellow pants, yellow helmet, and white jersey. First and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Hermosillo goes in motion, going to give the ball to him. He's going to try to get outside. Still on his feet as he slides out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Pickup of almost 10 on the play, but we had him hemmed in pretty good there.
He did, picked up 11 actually, John, on that play, and he didn't look like he was open, but he's got a lot of quickness, and it's hard to cover that territory. If he gets a little bit of an opening, it turns into a big one quick.
Nice job by Daniels to string things out there. Waiting for some help.
Got the Panda in the middle.
81.
Cameron Panacucci.
Don't have his number
at the tackle spots, we got A.J. Marmion, and it might be Verbeck. I believe it is Verbeck at the other tackle.
We get the ball a trap play this time. Burris on the tackle. Little help after a gain of about 5 yards on the play. The help by number 81. Can't pick up two.
They're going to give him about 6 on that play, and Leafs are going to have to try to figure out who to key on, where to key on. At this point, Ottawa is winning the line of scrimmage on the first 2 plays, and they're going to eat up yardage until we get a kind of grip on what they're going to do here.
No score early on here in this contest. Ottawa with their opening possession sends receiver wide to the near side. Trevor on the coverage. Hermosillo up the middle. Nice gang tackle that time. He's going to pick up the first down still, but just got it just over inside the 45, down about the 43-yard line. Got enough for a first down.
Picked up 5 yards on only needed 4. That's plenty. That's plenty. That's all he needed. Those stand-up linebackers or defensive ends, however you want to put them, is Travis Akers on this end and Michael Daniels on the opposite end. They got their work cut out containing Hermosillo, keep him on the inside, and then the 3 big boys are going to have to try to contain him. Linebackers obviously have to fill. Nice
defense that time.
That was Daniels big time.
Along with Verbeck.
Verbeck also in on that, and
lost him a couple yards in the play.
And Marmion was the other.
Yep.
Yeah, 3 of them hit him really hard. It was Marmion, Verbeck, but Daniels was the first to hit him, and he hit him head on. Hit him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard.
So it'll bring up 2nd and 12, let's call it. 2nd and 11 for Ottawa. Geneseo waits for him to come up to the line of scrimmage, which is going to be set at about the 44-yard line.
At the linebacker spots, you got Burris, you got Grant Burris, you got Brandon Mislow, and looks like Patterson on the far side.
Wing backs on the left side is Hermosillo. Now he's going to come into motion, and they're going to whistle the play dead. And the coaches on the near sideline called timeout prior to the ball being snapped. So there's a timeout on the field. And called by the Ottawa Pirates. 0-0 is the score here from Ottawa Pirate.
Ottawa coaching staff obviously saw something they didn't like there, John. They're sitting here at 2nd and 11, and they did not want a play that was going to fall flat on its face and leave the 3rd and very long. So they called a timeout. It's kind of early in the game to be giving that up, but it's kind of a critical situation here because they just across midfield, and they don't really want to be punting the ball away this early in the ball game.
Uses her first timeout though. Now Geneseo returns to the line of scrimmage. J.J. Marmion set himself at 1 tackle, along with number 56, Cameron Panicucci, and Nick Verbeck up front. No one
got Trevor Craig in the defensive backfield, along with Ryan Pitra. Who am I missing? Zach Alexander's back there.
Let's call it 2nd and 11 for Ottawa. Hermosillo goes in motion. Going to give the ball. No, they're going to look to throw the ball back. Hermosillo in a flat kind of set a little screen for him. He's still on his feet.
He's going to blow out of bounds, but he's going to get the first down.
Knocked out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
He was whistled out at the 29. Stepped on the out-of-bounds marker, but it wasn't enough for the first down. And that little screen pass took a long time to develop. Sometimes they do. But once Hermosillo got the ball, he had blockers ahead of him.
So first down for Ottawa at the 29-yard line of Geneseo. Up they come and see what kind of formation they got to go way back to the right side.
Ray Singbush, the other defensive back on the far side.
Eye backs in the backfield. Hermosillo deep. Goes under center. No score on the board. You give it to Hermosillo. Going to bounce off the pile and still picked up nice yard. He's still on his feet. Now the whistle blows. And they get him down close to the 20-yard line.
Patterson hit him high. Akers was hitting him low. Several other Leaf players in on the tackle, but Hermosillo he was hit about 2-3 yards past the line of scrimmage, but he just spun off, bounced off the pile.
Bounced right off of it.
Yeah, picked up about 7.
Call it second and 3 for the Pirates as they go towards the west end zone here at Ottawa.
Leaf defense this year has been giving up a little bit of yardage on the first possession fairly regularly. You got to have to stiffen up here, getting close to the red zone.
The wingback goes in motion and give the ball up the middle to fullback. Met there by Mislow, I believe.
Yep, Mislow hit him first, stood him straight up. Also on the tackle, I think Zach Alexander came up from the deep back.
I think so also. Ball sits at the...
Going to get a first down out of it, though.
Yep.
Just enough,
yeah. Just inside the 20, down to about the 18-yard line where the ball sits. Just underway here. We got 8:24 left in this first quarter. Geneseo here at Ottawa.
Now we're going to get a good look at their red zone defense.
Double wing
in a critical situation.
Double wing set for Ottawa. Going to get the ball up the middle. Fullback with the carry, still on his feet, inside the 10, down to the 5. He'll be close to the 2-yard line. They're going to mark him down at about the 4-yard line. I think it's the touchdown at one point.
He just kept leg driving all the way through. It's going to be another first down. It's going to be first and goal about the 4-yard line. And that was just an excellent run by the fullback. And we are tackling too high.
Yep.
You got to hit this man low. He is not going to go down by wrapping his shoulder pads.
Go double or wing back to the right side this time. Hermosillo in the backfield to the left of the fullback. Quarterback's going to keep the ball and takes it in untouched. It looked like almost a broken play, but they took it in for the touchdown.
It was not, though. It was a design play, John, because you could see the way Hermosillo tucked on the fake and a nice fake. Everybody was being tackled except the guy with the football. Walked into the end zone untouched, and it's a 6-0 lead for Ottawa. And as we found out last year, extra points can be critical.
Yes.
See what they got here. We got a lefty kicker.
I hear him say there's one of the soccer players. There's also the kicker here.
Number 44, snap. Tristan.
It's good. Makes it 7-0. Ottawa Pirates on top of the Leafs here with 7:44 left in the first quarter.
Well, Ottawa takes the kickoff at the 35-yard line and methodically moves downfield 65 yards for the score. Leafs are going to have to try to answer with that. They don't want to give them the football back without putting points on the board.
Yeah, we had a couple real solid stops there in that first drive, but couldn't put enough of them together to keep them out of the end zone. So
they come at you from a lot of angles. You know, a lot of talk about Hermosillo, of course, but they really came at you from a lot of angles. A screenplay to Hermosillo was really critical.
Yep. That was for 9 plays, 65 yards, 4 minutes and 16 seconds here in this first quarter. Ottawa's 4-yard touchdown run by Hoffman to score 7-0 Ottawa Pirates. So back deep, looks like we have Singbush along with, can pick up the near side here.
Looks like Pitra.
Yeah, it is Pitra, yep.
Can't see the number, but it just looks like Pitra.
Waiting for him to move a little bit, and I could tell who they were, but Ottawa on the kickoff here. First quarter, Geneseo's sophomores were victorious tonight.
17-14, close game.
Kicking going to be, goes into the end zone, bounces right at the goal line. Geneseo will bring it out to the 20-yard line and take over there for their first possession of the ball game.
Pitra backpedaling, but he was not going to catch that one. That was a lot of leg. And their soccer player from the left side put a lot of leg into that baby.
To set this line of scrimmage when they break the huddle here, Straw Hackers up front along with, to help me here as they break the huddle.
80 yards to pay dirt.
Verbeck along with Murray. Roley comes out wide left.
It was definitely Blake Whitmer brought him up at the center spot.
Or just first down for the Leafs. Gets about a yard on the play. If that goes in the carry, was Ryan Webster with the carry. No, that was Burris on the carry, number 33.
On the carry. Webster is in the ball game. As we mentioned, Mitch Miller hobbled up a little bit, is not starting the ball game.
So it comes 2nd and 9 for the Leafs. Ball sits on the 21-yard line of the Leafs. Schneider is at the quarterback position tonight, number 5.
Zach Alexander runs the play in.
Call it 2nd and 9 for the Leafs. White jerseys, yellow pants. There's a man in motion. Schneider keeps the ball on the sweep play, or on the option play. He keeps it, or pitches it.
Singbush with the ball, but boy, they had that covered.
Yes, they did.
They just ate up the fullback, first man through, followed the pitch man. Would have had him for probably a loss or no gain. Singbush picks up about another yard.
Yeah. Let's call it 3rd and 8 for the Leafs at their own 23-yard line.
Roley checks in along with.
Looks like Alexander came with him.
Alexander looks like maybe they're going to get a double wide split.
Roley and
they put
Alexander both go wide to the right side of the formation for the Leafs. Schneider looks him over, 2 wings. And fullback gets the carry. Burris gets it out over the 25. I'll bring up a 4th down for the Leafs, and they'll have to go into punt formation.
Well, that's exactly what the Leafs did not want to have happen. Is obviously 3 and out after they gave up a 65-yard touchdown drive to the Pirates. But that's what indeed does happen. It looked like they were going to try to put the ball up, but obviously that's what they wanted Ottawa to think. So it's going to be 4th and 3, and they have to kick it away.
Back deep to kick. Deep's a bad snap. Now end over and kick. It's going to go out of bounds at the 40, at the Geneseo 42-yard line.
They're going to mark it to 40. Kept walking up on that thing. They're going to. It was a bad snap. Had to rush the kick. Just got it off his end of his toe, it looked like, and
just did
not get a lot of net yardage out of that thing, and he netted about 18 yards on that.
So Ottawa comes back on the field, 1st and 10 from the Geneseo 40-yard line.
This is just way too good a field position for this team.
Yep.
They're only 40 yards from pay dirt already with a 7-0 lead.
Geneseo's defense moves around. Quarterback looks him over, sets him down. 2nd man, Hermosillo with the carry. And gets it down inside the 25-yard line, tackled there by Alexander.
It's Zach Alexander or nobody on that deal right there.
Yep.
He's wide open. He picks up 17 yards for the first down, and
moves it down to the Geneseo 24-yard line.
Not been for Z, it would have been 7 already. He exploded off the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he did. Those linemen up front just give a nice block, and away he goes.
We talked at the onset of what a talented group this is. Not only do they have running backs, but they've got just a talented group of linemen also.
Number 12 with the carry. About downfield by
that was Singbush, but it was a high tackle again
At the 15-yard line.
We're lucky to wrestle him down because we are tackling high, and he's going to get a face mask call against him. So he's going to give up about 10 on the run. They're going to tack on some yardage on top of that. And it's going to be a first down.
Face mask. First down.
After a 10-yard run, they're going to tack on probably a 5-yard face mask.
Yeah, it kind of looked like tackling them up around the shoulder pads.
Yeah, we're just, it's kind of team-wide right now, John. We're tackling high, and they got too much leg drive.
Yep.
We're going to have to hit them low and wrap.
Ottawa's on top of the Maple Leafs here. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Looking to give the ball up the middle. There's
a nice play.
Nice tackle that time by the Leafs.
Very little gain, if any. See if they give him any. It looks like it's going to be right at the line of scrimmage.
Mislow on the tackle.
Nice defensive line surge by, I think we still got.
We got Strawhacker in the middle.
Strawhacker in the middle. We got Panacucci on this side and Marmion on the far side. On the interior.
Called 2nd and 8. Just inside the 10-yard line of Geneseo. Geneseo with the carry, goes around the outside. You got a seam. He's going to go touchdown, Hermosillo.
Daniels on this end just got hooked in a little bit. Boy, it was wide open on the outside.
Just takes a simple handoff, sweep play, and he just has to outrun people. And that's what he does.
Daniels tried to take, I think he took on 2 blockers, but there was nobody left to fill. And it's going to be a tough night if we allow him to do that, because that's just way too much room for that Hermosillo to have out there on the outside. He had nothing but green grass ahead of him. 13 zip, looking for another.
PAT attempt, going to be done in 44 for Ottawa. Geneseo walks up tight. High snap.
Whoa, there's a line drive. It's good. That wasn't pretty, but it went.
With 4:22 left to play here in this first quarter, Ottawa's up by the score of 14-0, very convincingly at this point.
They don't have any fireworks here, but they sure got blue jerseys, and it seems to be working.
Yep.
Ottawa with 2 possessions have scored on each. Leafs 3 and out on their only possession, and it's really going to be a long night if we don't answer pretty soon. This is where you got to have a gut check.
Yep.
See where we're going to go. Make no mistake here, this is a fine, fine Ottawa football team. Leafs are going to have to try to solve it.
5 plays, 40 yards, 3 minutes and 18 seconds here in this first quarter. 8-yard touchdown run by Hermosillo. PAT was good to set the score at 14-0 with 4:22 left.
Looks like we got a penalty. I didn't see a flag or anything, but we have to pay attention, John.
I know.
There's obviously a penalty here. It's a 15-yarder. Ottawa's going to get the kick from the Geneseo 45-yard line. And if they want to put it in the end zone, it'll be no task at all. If they want to try an onside, it's not bad field position, even if they fail. This is a great opportunity for onside, because if you fail, you're still in great position.
Yep.
It's almost crazy not to.
So Ottawa has it teed up here, and
but he's just going
to kick. He kicks it through the end zone.
Blast it out of the end zone and say, okay, you got 80 yards to go. G-Town, see if you can do it.
You got to get some offense rolling here.
Leafs in their Leafs in their visiting uniforms are going to have to face the Ottawa Pirates in their Rally Blues. And inside those Rally Blue uniforms are a whole bunch of guys with bad intentions.
Yep. So the Leafs open up on their 3rd possession of the night. Schneider comes to the huddle, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line, and break the huddle, and up they come. Roley comes out wide to the left side. Wing back on each side. Looks them over. See what Geneseo has going. Here with 2nd man through. Schneider does keep the ball. Schneider picks up 5 on the play.
Yeah, they're going to mark him down about the 24-yard line, so they're going to give him 4.
That's the biggest game we've had this evening so far.
It was, but I think that they tackled the 1st man through, but he would have had about 5. It's going to be 4.5 on that play. It's almost to the 25-yard line. Again, Snyder on the keep.
Good faking on the inside there. Webster, I believe, was one of the backs at that time.
They just had a wide man on the right defensive side, though, just stayed home and handled business. 2nd
and 5 for the Leafs. On the near side hash. Second man through is going to get the carry. There's just more blue shirts there than there is white shirts at the point of attack.
Yep, they're going to give him about 3 on that, so it's going to be at the 27-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 3, but it's a critical 3 yards for the Leafs because they are not in 4-down territory by any stretch of the imagination. They sure don't want to go 3 and out again.
Exactly.
They really got to come up with a play here.
Keep Hermosillo off the field if we can.
Matt Rowley checks into the ballgame with the magic play.
Splits out wide to the right side. Rowley 16. Wing back, double wing set for the Leafs. One back, full back in the backfield. And a sprint out action. Going to go short, incomplete as it's just over the defender's head. And
I think the initial receiver was supposed to be Burris, but they had him covered. They had 2 men covered Burris extremely well. Looking downfield, everybody was covered, and it was just an outstanding defensive effort by Ottawa, and it's 3 and out again for the Leafs.
Webster was down that way also, but nobody could come up with the ball. So it'll be a 4th down for the Leafs, going to punt formation. Hermosillo's back deep. Nice snap this time. Another bad kick by.
That kick, I don't know where they're going to give that one, because it went almost straight out.
On the kick, I believe, was Webster.
They started at the 27. That kick has a net gain of 5 yards. Obviously, Mitch Miller, our regular punter.
Yep.
Out with a bad ankle or kind of a bum leg from last week's Dixon game, and it's showing up here. Sometimes you miss a guy. We're gonna gotta fill those shoes.
Ottawa on top by the score of 14-0 here with 2:51 left in the first quarter.
The bad news is they're down. Leafs are down 14-0. The worst news is Ottawa's got the ball at the 32.
T formation in the backfield, gives the ball to Hermosillo. He cuts up and finds a nice seam. He may go to the house. He's got one man to beat. And he's going to beat Singbush, and Hermosillo takes it in for the touchdown.
Totally untouched. On the first play from scrimmage, just a simple little cutback, untouched.
Hard to believe what we're seeing here.
Well, they have momentum. They have everything. They have everything going for them. They are fired up. They come out there and really believe that they were going to win this football game absolutely positively. I think they thought they were going to win the football game last year. I think they're not very happy that they didn't. Yep. But it's going to be, the extra point is up and good.
They make the score 21-0 with 2:42 left still in this first quarter. What do you do, Bob? What do you do?
So far, it is not pretty. Well, Coach Johnson, obviously, and his staff has tried to outguess Ottawa, on those critical 3rd down plays, and Ottawa has really had everything covered, stifled whatever the Leafs have put out there, and the Leafs have just simply not been able to stop anything Ottawa decides to put out there. And Hermosillo is he is not only fast, but he
sees the field, doesn't he?
He sees the field extremely well. If there's an opening, he's there. When you got the tools and you got the instincts, wow.
So they will.
I remember seeing him 2 years ago on this field as a sophomore, and I was wondering why he wasn't playing more, because he was just outstanding in that game.
Right.
And they didn't use him. They didn't use him as much. We even commented on that. Didn't use him as much as you'd think they would with his talents. Last year, of course, he came into his own, and they used him as the workhorse that he is. And today, he's owning this field.
Yes. They have it teed up.
Looks like he knows where every blade of grass is.
Exactly. It certainly does. He knows where everything else is out there, that's for sure. Back deep for the Leafs. Singbush along with Pitra. Pitra has a chance to get it up the middle of the field. Still on his feet. Pitra over the 25 to the 30. Falls forward about the 32-yard line. Best field position I think we've had all evening.
This is the
Maple Leafs.
This is the first time we've been across the 30-yard line. Maybe we got good things coming. on the first 2 drives, Geneseo started at their own 20 and did not reach the 30-yard line, had to kick it away. It's going to be an opportunity here for the Leafs to do a gut check and see if they can put some points on the board here yet in this first quarter.
1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. Looks like Rolly's out wide to the right side of the formation. Wing back on that same side. Schneider goes under center, going to drop back the pass.
Rolly wide open, just threw it behind him.
Couldn't get to it.
It was well behind him.
Yeah.
There wasn't anybody within 5 yards of Rolly on that play, but for some reason that ball was thrown just a little bit too quick, possibly. Would have been probably a nice pickup of 7-8 yards maybe.
Alexander checks into the game.
Going to be a tough situation here, 2nd and 10. And it's kind of a guessing game, but Ottawa seems to be just having great coverage no matter what the Leafs are putting up.
Alexander comes out wide this right side. Going to give the ball to the 2nd man. Schneider keeps it this time. They fall in throwing forward. They're going to throw a flag right in the pile of where that happened at.
It's a possibility that we could have a face mask, and it is a face mask, as I say it. Sometimes that's a holding, and sometimes that's a face mask where that flag was thrown, but Leafs are going to pick up their first down.
Schneider gets up slow as far as holding his right shoulder. The quarterback for the Leafs. They are going to march off.
He's not leaving the ball game. He's not even thinking about leaving the ball game right now.
So they gave a 5-yard penalty from the point of the infraction, I believe.
So it is not going to be a first down.
It'll be about a yard short for the Leafs.
But it is also not a. They did not count the down for some reason. They're calling 2nd and 1, so it is not a loss of down.
I don't know.
They gave him yardage plus 5, and it's not a loss of down for some reason.
Rolly comes out wide to the left side this time, and Daniels comes and sets himself tight on this same side. Looking for a sweep play. Nothing going that time for the Leafs. It's just big penetration in the backfield by Ottawa. Pan is down on the field, hurt, number 52.
Yeah, that's Rob Smith.
Is that Rob Smith?
Yeah, the left guard is down on the field, and he is. It looks like his maybe an ankle situation. They moved that back. Actually, I thought that ball was going to be across the 40-yard line by quite a bit.
Oh, I did too.
They moved it back to the 40-yard line, and they're calling it 3rd and a yard. But
yeah, I thought there was a little more forward progress than that.
Yeah, I don't understand the ruling on that, and I'm sure they know what's going on out there, and nobody's contesting it. But I don't understand how you get yardage and a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I don't either.
And not loss of down. I thought if you got yardage, it was loss of down. But, I'm learning something every day. They got 3rd and a yard, according to what the sticks say.
Here at Ottawa, Geneseo in the white jerseys, yellow pants, yellow helmet, G on the side. Ottawa with the light blue jerseys, white pants here at the home of the Pirates. Pirates are on top of the Maple Leafs right now, but they score 21-0 here with 1:46 left in the first quarter. They came out fast and furious, did the Pirates, as they put them up quick.
And they haven't slowed down yet.
Nope.
The Leafs have not got the ball to midfield yet. Their own 40-yard line where the ball sits now is their farthest penetration.
Yep.
And they need a big play here on 3rd down because they cannot afford to not get a first down.
No, they've got to keep the ball in our hands for a sustained amount of time here to keep Hermosillo off the field.
Got to figure out a way to stay in this ball game, and we need to make something out of this drive in order to do so. We talked in the onset again, we were hoping we didn't have a lot of injury timeouts so that this game would move right along. And of course, nobody getting injured on either team, but we do have a bit of an injury here, and it's a lower body thing. It's not, they're setting him up. Could be
Rob Smith.
Yep, it's definitely a leg type situation. They're going to walk him off the field. He's going to walk on of his own power. He's walking gingerly, but okay. So his teammates.
Hopefully they had something rallied around there in the far sideline. Get him out here in the field to pick up this first down and move on.
Verbeck and Strawhacker. If I was going to want to be carried off the field, I think I'd like Verbeck and Strawhacker out there. I'd feel pretty safe in their arms.
Exactly. And Bob Pettis by my side here as we bring you this action of Green Machine football high above the field in the school here at Ottawa. A nice venue to watch the game as far as bird's eye view down right on the top of the field, and rather warm and comfy in here.
When we resume play here, which we're about ready to do, the Leafs have 3rd and 1 on the 40-yard line, trying to pick up a critical first down. So critical.
Double wing set
to
for the
this
Leafs.
drive.
Burris, the tailback or the fullback position. Schneider's going to keep the ball. Schneider gets a nice pickup. Going to be a first down by Schneider.
Jumps right over his right guard. I'm guessing that was Strawhacker. Went right over Strawhacker's back for the first down.
So our first down of the evening, I believe.
Mike Murray here on this left defensive tackle. I don't know if we called his name yet or not. I'm trying to see who went in at the guard position. It looks like
Cody Morris.
I'm thinking it is Cody Morris. 58 is on the field. That's correct.
Geneseo breaks their huddle with a first down. 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Rolling wide to the left. Outside goes
Webster.
Webster picks up nice as they push him forward. He gets probably close to a 5-yard gain in the play as he sweeps around the right side of the Geneseo offense.
Once again, depending on the spot, but they're going to give him 4. Not giving him a lot of forward fall on that thing. Must have got a knee down, but it's going to be 2nd and 6. That's really not too bad. The Leafs are getting some blocks. They're moving the football, giving their backs an opportunity.
We're inside 1 minute left in this first quarter. Geneseo's down by the score of 21-0.
John Solberg checks in with a play. We're going to have to find out which players come in with the best plays this season.
2nd and 6 for the Leafs. Double wing set for the...
That's not going to be pretty.
Both wing backs took off at the same time. Singbush along with Webster.
I believe that's against the rules.
Yes, it is.
So we're going to have 2nd and 11 after that 4-yard pickup. Move it back 5. We're actually going to sit here at 2nd and 11. Well, they called it a delay of game. It doesn't really matter. Still 5 yards, and it's still 2nd and 11.
26 seconds left in this first quarter.
However you want to look at that.
So Geneseo will break the huddle here. It'll be 2nd and 11. Clock stops after the penalty. 26 seconds left here in the first quarter. Schneider goes under center. Gives the ball up the middle. And gets up to the 45-yard line. Give him about 3 yards on the carry. And that'll probably pretty much do it for this first quarter as the clock runs down inside 10 seconds left here in this first quarter.
They're going to set that thing right on the 45-yard line. They have to move that ball exactly 10 yards to start going the other way.
And that's it. After 1 quarter of play here from Ottawa, at home of the Ottawa Pirates. Tonight's score right now is 21-0 Ottawa.
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Stackhouse Moore Funeral Services, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
So we get set to start the second quarter here from Ottawa Geneseo Maple Leafs down by the score is 21-0.
Good news is
they're losing to Hermosillo's, who they're losing to right now. So.
Good. No, it's just it's a good Ottawa team.
Yes, it is.
They're tough up front. You know, you can see their defensive surge is good. Their offensive surge is good. You know, they're winning the battle of the trenches. You can't win.
Yep.
You can't win a ball. You can't lead a ball game 21-0 in the first quarter without having an excellent line.
Yes.
And the Leafs. The good news is the Leafs have the football. We've got to find some positives here.
Let's call it 3rd and 8 for the Leafs as they go towards the west here at the field. They got to throw the ball downfield. It's incomplete. They threw the ball down near the 40-yard line. Alexander, the intended receiver, incomplete. There was flags on the play.
Got a flag on the play. There was some movement.
Illegal shift.
That's going to be against Geneseo. So 3rd and long is going to become 3rd and really long, about 13. And the Leafs just keep shooting themselves in the foot. Little anxiety. You know, when you don't have the momentum, it just seems like everything starts going wrong, and then you get negative thoughts in your head, and boy, I tell you, then it does. It just rolls the wrong direction.
So it looks like Coach Johnson's going to put the punt team on.
They're going to decline that. So it's not going to be 3rd and 13. They're going to decline that. It was not a dead ball foul. It was a live ball.
Yep.
So it's going to be 4th and 8. Leafs are going to have to kick this football. We'll see if we can get a little leg into this thing. Much better kick.
A little bit
Much better kick. Nice job.
Roll down inside the 10. Oh, just barely into the end zone. Nice kick that time.
Almost found the coffin corner. Got a great bounce. It was too good of a bounce. Rolled into the end zone. It was only about a yard from going out of bounds.
Yep.
But nonetheless, it's going to start at the 20-yard line for the Pirates. And they got 80 yards to go. And the Leafs are going to have to do the figuring out thing here and figure out what they got to do to stop them.
They teed up on the left hash mark. On the 20.
Greg Verbeck, Cameron Panicucci, A.J. Marmion on the interior again, still the same. Travis Akers, Michael Daniels.
A.J. Marmion's out there. Trevor Craig, I should say.
Yep, got Patterson, Mislow, and Burris at the linebackers, interior linebackers.
1st and 10, Hermosillo goes in motion, gets the ball, he drops the ball, and Geneseo falls on it. Fumble, and Panicucci gets the ball at the...
Everybody's just standing around staring like... Usually, you ever seen a...
He could have picked it up and ran.
Yeah. You ever seen a fumble where a guy lays on the ground and nobody even piles on?
Nobody even tries to dig at it.
Usually there's about 8 guys jump on him and pile on, see if they can get it out of the bottom of the pile. Panicucci all by himself laying there on top of the football, and everybody's staring at him.
So first down Leafs, the best field position they've had all evening. Ball sits on the 13-yard line of Ottawa.
Sometimes you just need a break to get things going your way, and that was it. There's a break right there for the Leafs, see if they can capitalize on it.
Double wing set, Burris at the fullback position behind Schneider, Rolly out wide to the right, the receiver position. They go option play. Schneider keeps it and it takes it to about the 15-yard line, and he'll be tackled there, gang tackled there by Ottawa.
Not a lot of yardage gained on that, but it was still a wise move for Schneider, because I tell you what, first man through just got drilled behind the line of scrimmage.
Picked up 3.
Fullback just got drilled, Burris did, and the pitch man was well covered. There just was not a good option on that, so he picked up 3. Good decision.
Whitmer brings them up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and long for the Leafs. Gives the ball to Burris that time. Burris gets it down to about the 12-yard line. It'll be short of the first down by about 3, I think.
Now it's all about line search.
It might be a little bit more than that even. Not the mark I thought.
Now it's 3rd and 4. They don't give a lot of forward progress in this program.
Nope. Football sits at about the 11-yard line of Ottawa. Ottawa's on top of the Maple Leafs by a score 21-0.
If the Leafs could pick up this first down, it would be inside the 10-yard line, inside the 8-yard line. Actually, the 8-yard line is where they have to go to reach that first down.
We're certainly in 2-down territory here, Bob.
Certainly in 2-down territory,
but we've seen.
But you don't want to have to try to pick up 4th and 4 or 4th and 5.
Rolly goes out wide to the left side. Looks to throw the ball. Gets the ball out to Rolly. He gets it at the 5. Gets a first down. Does Rolly, and a nice catch that time. Schneider with a very nice throw. That was right on the beat.
That was an excellent throw and catch, because it was covered.
Yeah.
There was blue jerseys all around that thing, and it threaded the needle. And Rolly just tucked it in. He was not going anywhere because they were all over him. But picked up the first down, first and goal on the 5. That's what we need.
Here we go. Breaking the huddle. Brings them up the line of scrimmage. Roller still stays out wide to the left side.
Offensive line against the defensive line. Who comes out on top?
Schneider goes under center. Long count. Going to go sweep play. Singbush looking for something. Singbush.
Oh, my goodness.
Doesn't find anything there. Maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it.
Little extracurricular going on well after the whistle, but no flags. He's going to get. They're not even going to give him the line of scrimmage. Now I guess they are. It's going to go right back to the original line of scrimmage, right at the 5-yard line.
Second goal from the 5.
Singbush looking for a hole, could not find one. Tried to go forward, and he got met head on by a thump.
Schneider, quarterback, double wing set for him. Burris, a fullback. Turns and nobody's there. Schneider makes the best of it. He gets close to the end zone.
He's very close.
Looks like it's several players in motioning touchdown. But it is real close, very close. The nose of the football is right on the line.
Inside the 1-yard line. And that was Snyder. And that was a...
Schneider kind of the play was broken in the back.
I was going to say, if that was planned play, it didn't look like it.
Here we go for Geneseo. Threatening inside the 1-yard line. Schneider looks him over. Gives the ball to Singbush. Touchdown, Geneseo. And broke the ice.
That's what you need to do.
Singbush literally jumped over the pile that time.
Do we give away pizzas on the road? If not, it's going to cost us something.
There we go. Be the 10th color to La Roma's Pizza every time Geneseo scores a touchdown. And win a free large 2-topping pizza. Live viewers and broadcast listeners only. Must be redeemed within one week. La Roma's Pizza, 944-6171. Be the 10th caller to La Roma's.
Extra point attempt here. Once again, the holder, Nathan Yeager, sets it down. Boom.
Nice kick by Kevin Wolak.
That's what the Leafs needed. They got the break. They capitalized on the break. They had to get that 0 off the board here in the first half.
Feels a little bit better, doesn't it?
Feels a whole lot better, 21-7. At 21-0, it just seems so undoable, and you got to get that start somehow, and that fumble and recovery by Cameron Patacucci got the Leafs on track. Singbush on the touchdown, but a 2-foot gain, had to play leapfrog over the pile. And we're lining up here. The Pirates going to receive again, and that was the first stop by the Leafs.
Yes.
Tonight.
That was a 6-play series of downs there. 19 yards on the drive. 2 minutes and 53 seconds of this second quarter. Singbush dives in for the touchdown. Wolak's kick was good to make the score 21-7. Ottawa.
At the beginning of the game, the Leafs deferred and want to receive in the second half. And they obviously, when they do that, they feel they can hold Ottawa on that opening drive. They failed to do so. Now they're going to have to get that hold now. This is where they need to get that hold right here. Here's the pooch.
Found a hole. Okay, brought down to the 30-yard line. Little return that time.
Got Webster on the tackle and Joe Thomas on top of him.
Joe Thomas called his name a lot on these special teams. He's getting down the field and making plays.
Joe plays receiving and kickoff.
8:41 left here. 8:41 left here in the second quarter. Geneseo is down by the score of 21-7.
So 70 yards to march. At least that's at least a decent amount of field that they're going to have to try to drive the football. Leafs ready to stop.
Hermosillo with the carry, looking for a seam right up the middle. He does find a seam every time. There's a seam for him to go through. Blocking out front for Hermosillo. That's the point right here.
We had arms on him at the line of scrimmage. That doesn't count. He picked up 8 yards. He had a nice spin move, but he just drives and drives and drives.
Picks up 8 yards on the play. Brings up second and a long 2 for Ottawa. They'll send a receiver out wide to the right side. Singbush on the coverage there. Trevor Craig with coverage on the bottom here, number 22.
Oh, yeah!
Nice play that time.
Michael
Daniels saw that one coming. and said, "Hello, Mr. Hermosillo."
Saw that one coming big time. Busted him 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 7 after being 2nd and 2. Actually, they're going to give him a 5-yard loss on that play.
Michael Daniels with a heck of a play there. Big play. 3rd and 7.
The key to that is to tackle Hermosillo before he catches the ball.
There you go.
Because he received that pitch and Daniels was in his face, didn't have a chance to try to spin, get any kind of a move on him, any kind of momentum. Big 3rd down play for both teams here.
Ball sits on the 33-yard line. Timeout's going to be called on the field, I believe, by the coaching staff of Ottawa.
Ottawa's going to want to take a look at this because they know if they don't pick up this first down here, they're in their own territory at the 33-yard line. If they don't pick this first down, it is not 4-down territory, and they would have to punt away the Leafs. They have not punted yet in this ball game with 7 minutes and 19 seconds left to go here in the second quarter.
Geneseo's throwing some spark here in the second quarter. Nobody's rolling over and playing dead because we're coming right back at them.
They have. The Leafs' only stop of the game defensively was on a turnover, fumble recovery by Panacucci. They have not caused Ottawa to turn it over on downs, but this could be it. One play and it could happen.
Certainly, actually, they're not too far from field goal range. It looked to me like with the way their kicker's kicking their extra points.
He has kicked every kickoff.
Out of the end zone.
No, he has not. Ryan Pitcher did return one.
Oh, that's right, yep.
But he had kicked three consecutive, I believe, out of the end zone.
So up we come, the line of scrimmage, the Geneseo defense. White jerseys, yellow pants. 21-7. Ottawa's on top of the Leafs. Gonna drop back to throw the ball. Ball was tipped, and nice defense that time by
Petra
that time to knock the ball away from the receiver right in front of the Ottawa bench as the ball got a little deflection, I believe, in the backfield.
It's a good thing that ball was high. If that ball was at the receiver's chest, Pitcher had been gone and it'd been a pick six because he had that baby timed. Got one hand on it because it was so high. And I hate to say this, but Ryan Pitcher is not 6'8", so he ball any lower, and he'd been on his way.
Number 16 rolls back deep for the Leafs, looking to return this kick.
4th and 7. Stay home.
Stands back is about his own 35-yard
Stay
line.
home. You never know what crazy things they're going to do.
Awkward kick. Tried to pick it up. Down about the 32-yard line, caught it on the bounce. Didn't get anything, but
Matt Roy picked it up, and he did save it. That would probably have rolled another 10 yards.
Yep, probably could have.
By picking that ball up, I believe he saved them a good 10 yards or thereabouts.
Yep.
Because it was a forward roll, and
it was going end over end.
Yeah, fumbled it just a little bit, but obviously tucked it away before the defense could get on him. And the Leafs have the football. First 7 minutes would be plenty of time to put that ball in the end zone.
21-7. Ottawa's on top of our Maple Leafs here. Receiver out top of the screen, I believe, is Matt Rowley again. Wingback comes from that same side. Schneider with the carry. Look to get around the corner goes Webster outside the 40 to about the 42-yard line.
He's real close to the first down. They're probably going to have to take a good hard look at this spot. They're moving the football all over the place. It is a first down. They're not even going to look at it.
First down for the Leafs at their own 42-yard line. 6:58 left in the first half. Geneseo's down by the score 21-7. Certainly
it's nice.
Plenty of time to work the ball down the field here.
It is. It's nice to have the machine kind of figure this thing out just a little before halftime so you don't have to try to do everything, pick it all up in the second half.
Looks like they're starting to settle in a little bit and getting their feel about it. They keep the ball. Schneider's going to keep it. Schneider's going to keep the ball. Schneider's got a little gap. Schneider's got some hole over the 40, the 30, the 20. He's going to go over the 10. He's going to be in for the touchdown. Go Schneider.
Take a look at the field. There's no yellow flags.
58-yard touchdown run. 58-yard touchdown run by Schneider on the keeper on the option play.
Let's give him another pizza.
It'll be the 10th caller to the Romans Pizza every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free large 2-topping pizza. Live broadcast viewers and listeners only. Must be redeemed within 1 week. La Roma's Pizza, 944-6171. All right.
That's what the doctor ordered right there. Ottawa has been perfect on their extra points to this point, so a good snap, a good hold, and a good leg.
Kevin
One more time, right there. Up, boom.
Kicks up.
Looking good.
And good to make the score at 21-14. Maple Leafs down to the Ottawa Pirates, but certainly showing a lot of fight out there. Does the Green Machine.
Looks like Marmion with the snap again. Yeager with the hold. Wallach with the leg. 21-14. Now it's a ball game.
Hermosillo's down here right in front of us as far as where we're vantage point here. We're in the school actually. We're looking down right on top of the bench of Ottawa's.
Commented, John, as the Leafs were kicking off last time, that they needed that stop on that last kickoff. They got it, 3 and out.
Yep.
They got to kick off again, and you know, one more stop, and this baby is really something.
Has a 2-play drive, 69 yards, 38 seconds, capped off by Schneider's 58-yard touchdown run. Wolack's kick was good to make the score 14-21. Ottawa's on top of our Maple Leafs for a while. Return man's back deep for Ottawa, down about his 15-yard line. Wolack will handle the long kicking duties again.
Or the short kicking duties.
Yep.
Depending on which one he prefers.
So pop it up pretty high. Fielded at about the 22-yard line.
And he's brought
down.
He's going to go down.
Brought down right at the 34-yard line. That's where Ottawa take over in their own territory.
That was Scott Schulte on that tackle. Number 24 brings him down. Scott Schulte with the speed. Got him right around the ankles, made sure he wasn't going anywhere.
We'll see what happens. Who gets the ball this time?
They started out the 33-yard line, and the
20.
The key play on that stop, on the last possession by Ottawa, was that backfield sack of Hermosillo by Michael Daniels. Incredible play, incredible read on that play.
As you say that, Hermosillo's right back in the same spot, deep in the I formation of Ottawa's. Wingbacks on the right side. Hermosillo's going to get the call. Right up the middle he goes. And catch him down about the 39-yard line. Pickup of about 5 yards on the play. They'll bring up a second down and 4 for Ottawa.
That's a quick hitter. There was just a nice little hole at the line of scrimmage, and he doesn't need much of a hole as soon as he's got something to slide his hips through. He's at full speed.
We're in the first half still here at Ottawa. Our freshmen or our sophomores were victorious this evening in the preliminary game.
17-14 score, 3-point victory.
Hermosillo goes in motion, fake, gives the ball up the middle. Geneseo sticks that one out.
Nice play, a host of tacklers again.
Nice play.
Definitely for Beck, and definitely
looks like it might have been Daniels again.
Daniels and Patterson.
So it'll bring up third.
No, it's Panacucci. I'm sorry, that was Panacucci come out of there.
Well, that's good to see when we saw Panacucci down a little bit earlier. Now he's up and playing. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 6, let's call it, for Ottawa from their own 38-yard line.
I don't have to apologize for calling Patterson's name. Kyle Patterson's in on all kinds of plays.
Yep.
He probably was in on that play too.
Hermosillo back in I formation. Got a fake handoff. Got receivers downfield.
He's wide open. Overthrown.
Incomplete. Pass defense was in front and behind. Patterson over there along with Craig.
He was in a seam, exactly. He was in a seam behind Patterson in front of Craig, and the ball was just overthrown. I think Craig had the best chance of getting it. Fielded on one hop. You get 75 points for a one hopper if you field it clean.
There you go. Quarter if it's on the roll. And
you know what? We needed another stop, and it looks like as long as something crazy here doesn't happen, it's 4th and 6, and they're going to have to kick it away.
4:53 left here in this first half.
Matt Rowley again back deep in the Leaf backfield.
Back at about his own 34-yard line. High kick. And fair caught at the 33-yard line right there. Does Rowley, and he will take over the ball. Does the Green Machine with 4:46 left in this first half.
That's about where they started receive the ball on the last possession, and a 2-play drive was pay dirt. I'd settle for that.
Yep. Yeah.
The only thing that could be better is if they ran 4 minutes and 46 seconds off the clock when they get the score, just so Ottawa doesn't get the football back.
1st and 10 for the Leafs on their own 39-yard line. Counterplay had some openings in front of him.
That's going to be a dead ball penalty.
Was it
Yeah, it's going to be a false start. They're pointing the wrong direction.
illegal procedure, Geneseo?
So that is not what the Leafs wanted to have happen. It's going to be 1st and 15 now. It's hard enough getting 10. 15 is tough.
Looks like almost like they had the counterplay just ready to break loose right there. He had 2 blockers in front of him in the pole.
I didn't see the jump. I don't know where the false start came. It had to be something very minor.
So still 1st down for the Leafs. Counterplay to far side. Singbush with a carry. Singbush fumbles the ball. Geneseo falls on it at about the 40-yard line.
They gained a couple yards on that fumble.
Mm-hmm.
Singbush did fumble the football. Do we see who come up with that football over there? On the road, we don't have instant replay, guys.
No.
It's painful.
Clock's on the move now with 4:35 left in this first half. Geneseo's down by the score 21-14. As Hermosillo got loose from us the first 3 series of downs for Ottawa and put the ball in the end zone, but Geneseo's battled back. We got 2nd and a long 3 for the Leafs. Gives the ball up the middle. Nice. Burris gets about 2 maybe.
He's leg drive. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, but they're going to give him a couple yards on the push, and it's going to be 3rd and a yard. But again, a critical 3rd down.
Big play right here.
Because you don't want to have to try to go for 4th down here on your half of the field. It's in the Geneseo territory at the 43-yard line.
3rd down for the Leafs. Schneider goes under center. Rolling top of the screen. Gives the ball to Burris. He's going to be pretty.
He was stopped
right at the line of scrimmage, right at the line of attack. Yeah, I don't know if he made it or not.
It's going to be a critical spot here. They're going to give him a spot.
I think maybe we got a good spot there, Bob.
Don't know. It's going to be tough. They gave him some forward progress, but they're going to measure this thing. It's that close.
So the clock is stopped with 3:42 left in this first half. Geneseo's down by the score 21-14.
Great stand on that particular play by Ottawa. No matter how this comes out, there's a great defensive play. But Leafs are going to be faced here if that ball is not a 1st down. It is. It is.
Called it a 1st down, didn't they?
Yeah, the Ottawa crowd is not real happy about that, I'm sure, but I think they got a favorable spot. We've been kind of whining about the spots all day, but they got a good spot on that one because he was hit right at the line of scrimmage, and they gave him some forward progress. Leafs 1st and 10.
Up we come, line of scrimmage. Rolly's out wide left. Schneider at quarterback. Sends Singbush in motion. Got a counterplay out in front of him. Nothing going that time as Webster picks up maybe 2-3 yards on a play as he moves the ball out to the 47-yard line. Geneseo's 47-yard line.
Got an extra yard on the spin. He was kind of stood up with about a 2-yard gain. He spun off of that for additional yard. We're going to call it 2 and 7. 2nd and 7.
Again, break the huddle, and here we come. 2nd and long. Drop back the pass. Looking to throw this ball downfield, and it's caught there by Webster. Webster at the 30.
Hang on the football, Ryan. There
knocked
you go.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. That's a beautiful pass by quarterback Schneider.
That was an absolutely beautiful timing pass. He laid it out in front of him. Webster, when the ball was released, Webster was actually well covered, but the defender kind of got tangled up, and he led Ryan Webster just enough. Got that thing wide open stride in full stride. Took that ball on the 20-yard line.
33-yard pickup on the play. Nice run the ball after he caught it. Schneider with a nice pass. Got a double wing set now with Singbush and Webster. Rolly top the screen. Burris at the fullback position. Going to get the handoff. Does Burris. Moves it inside the 20.
He spins forward for a couple. But he was hit right at the line of scrimmage again, and they are wrapping legs there. Leg drive. Wow, that's a bad spot.
Yeah.
Good thing we got the one when we needed it.
2:30 left here in this first half. Geneseo's down with a score of 21-14.
Gave him 1 yard gain on that particular play. Again, the Ottawa Pirates are doing a nice job of tackling low and wrapping the legs.
Alexander out wide to the left, top of the screen. Wingback comes in motion. Burris gets the carry. Burris carries a load down towards the 10-yard line. He'll be right close to the first down. There's a flag going to be thrown in the pile.
It's
that would be a face mask.
Yeah, it is in the area of a face mask or something defensively usually, but you never know.
They might have it against Geneseo.
Again,
flag on the play against Geneseo, I believe.
Again, a crazy spot.
Can't help you without any instant replay here this evening.
Yeah, they're going to put a block in the back there.
Boy, kind of weak there in the pile.
Yeah, he threw that thing right in the pile, the flag. Yep. And when the mob's going, it's pretty hard.
It's hard to tell what's what in there. 2:07 left in this first half. Geneseo's down with a score of 21-14. They put themselves in a hole to start with. They were down 21-0 right off the bat. But have battled back and put 2 touchdowns on the board and 2 extra points to make this a good, close ball game. Second down for the Leafs. Move the ball all the way back out to the 22-yard line. It'll be second and about 12. Schneider looks him over. Sweet play. Singbush with the carry. Still fighting forward. Nice block down there by Burris.
I think Webster had the football in that one. Yeah, he comes up on the bottom of the pile, and it's going to be 3rd and 10. That penalty is brutal.
Clock is on the move with 1:30 left in this first half.
Need some significant yardage on this play. They are in 4-down territory, obviously down right inside. If they can pick up some significant yardage inside the red zone, can go for it on 4th down, or they can go look. They can look at that 3 points.
Drop back to pass. Overthrew Rowley outside.
Little
hitting out back.
Yeah, little shove at the end of that thing, and then, of course the crowd roars, but there's nothing going to be called on that play. So it's going to be 4th and about a long 10
from the Ottawa 21-yard line.
You're looking at a 37-yard field goal. 37-yard field goal or going for 4th and 10. They're going to bring
Wolak on.
They're going to bring the golden shoes out.
Just relax, just like you do at practice, Kevin.
I've seen them make many of them longer than this one. You need a good snap.
Nathan with the hold.
You need a good snap. Marmion on the snap. Yeager with the hold.
Kicks up.
Plenty of length.
Off wide to the right.
Just a little wide right. Plenty of length. A lot of leg.
Just off to the right side, it looked like from here anyway. So we remain at the score of 21-14 here at Ottawa against the Ottawa Pirates with a 7-point deficit to make up here in the second half.
Sometimes it's the little things. It's the turnovers and the penalties. And that blocking the back penalty was just an absolute crucial to that drive. Had that not occurred, they're down there 2nd and 2 yards to go, or 3rd and 2.
And can't let anything happen. Can't let anything happen here right before halftime.
1 minute and 8 seconds left. It would be absolutely crucial to not let them get any points.
Some confusion on the Ottawa sideline here as far as who's the personnel.
They got 80 yards to go.
1:08 left. Crossback action in the backfield.
Oh, he's open. He's open.
Got some move on his foot down the 40. Just about out of bounds at the 44-yard line he goes.
Zach Alexander forces him out of bounds, but it's a large pickup. It's going to be at the 44-yard line.
So that'll be 1:01 left on the clock. It's Ottawa moves the ball out from the shadows of their own goalpost and moves it out to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10.
To some degree, Geneseo was fortunate that he actually took the sideline route. If he'd have tried to cut back upfield, you never know what happens then. A couple moves and he might pick up some big yardage.
Haven't seen Hermosillo for a while, so be ready for it to happen this time. Number 10 in the blue.
Contain him, keep him inside. Contain and fill, contain and fill. There he is. There he is. Nice! Hit by Panacucci.
Leaving a trail of tacklers behind him.
Panacucci hit him, stood him up, but he drugged the pile a couple. He's going to get a 4-yard gain.
Clock will remain to move here with inside a minute, down to about 43 seconds in this first half.
Hurry up offense.
Geneseo's defense, 3 down linemen. Hermosillo goes in motion, going to give the ball to him deep in the backfield, and he's going to be short of the first down. Nice pursuit that time by the Leafs defenseman. Looked like Cameron Panacucci made a nice tackle that time getting across the field.
Greg Verbeck was also in on that tackle. He come out of the bottom of the pile, and he had a wrap on him. Good fill by the linebackers. Basically, what's the success on those last few plays on Hermosillo is that they've turned him in. Can't let him get outside because he's brutal when he gets outside. If you can turn him inside and the linebackers can fill, you got a chance of stopping him.
So, a big timeout right here, right before halftime. 28 seconds left on the clock, and certainly what looked to be one thing has turned into something else here in this late in this first half. It's looked like it's going to be a blowout starting out, and then now we've kind of turned things around and playing toe-to-toe with them.
Then it looked like the Leafs had a really good shot at tying the ball game, and a penalty thwarted that attempt. Now they're kind of hanging on, making sure that they do not go in to halftime with a deficit more than 7. 28 seconds left to go, and Ottawa 47 yards from pay dirt, 48 yards from pay dirt.
3rd and 3. Hermosillo's going to be out here by himself a little bit. Need to walk somebody up a little bit tighter there, Singbush. Might give him just a quick pitch. They're going to go counter play.
It's a loose ball. No, it wasn't.
It looked like it, though, didn't it?
It looked like a loose ball.
Clock's on the move.
But
they stopped the clock.
It's going to be well, they got to set the chains.
Yep.
They stopped the clock long enough, then they didn't even set the chains. They wound it anyway. Hermosillo back. Tackle.
And brought down short.
Tackle by Brandon Mislow with the solo tackle. Put his
inside 6 seconds left.
Gonna spike it. Got 1 play left, 4.2 seconds left.
That's good clock management there by Ottawa as spiked that ball with 4 seconds left in this first half.
Looks like they had, no, they're not calling a timeout. Everybody ran to the sideline here.
That scoreboard sometimes gets tough to read down there as far as.
And we are going to have a timeout. We're going to have a timeout Geneseo. Geneseo has to talk this over, make sure that they don't have anything crazy happen here. I don't know if, I doubt that Ottawa was looking at a field goal here. That would be a 55-yarder, 54-yarder.
Yep.
That'd be a lot of leg. And although the kickoffs had a lot of leg on them, the extra points were not quite as pretty as Kevin Wallach's.
So we're just before halftime here at Ottawa. It's a big crowd tonight, homecoming here at Ottawa. So it'll be quite the festivities here at halftime.
I hope we don't have a simultaneous possession thing down here that somebody has to make a decision on.
Yeah.
The talk of the week in that Green Bay play.
Keep in the corner, keep the camera on it. Keep the camera on it.
Yep, keep the camera down there so we can review it.
Hermosillo out to the right side this time at a wingback position. Kind of a scary position right there.
I would definitely look at the possible screen. Back. Wide open.
Now he throws it. Incomplete it goes.
That's going to be the first half.
And that will do it for the first half of play here from Ottawa. At halftime, it's the Geneseo Maple Leafs 14, Ottawa Pirates to 21. We'll be back after this.
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons. Northside Rexall Drug. Hammond Henry Hospital. ProTech Auto Body. Stackhouse Moore Funeral Services. Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
We're about ready to start here, John. You ready to take over?
About ready to take this second half started off here. They got 12 minutes on the clock here. 21 to 14. Ottawa's over the Maple Leafs as we get started to start this second half of play. Kick's going to be fielded down at the 10-yard line. On the carry, cuts it back into Segrin, who's carrying the ball. 34 is Pitcher. Gets it back to the 30-yard line. Nice return by Pitcher back to the 30-yard line.
Put a little fake handoff deep in the backfield, trying to see if they can deter some people and then cut that ball right back up the middle. They had the sidelines well covered, so we thought maybe we'll just see where we got up the middle, which is all pretty much where we go. Gets to the 35-yard line. That's a good return. That's a good field position. We'll take that.
1st and 10 for the Leafs as Snyder brings them out of the huddle.
Started the first 3 drives, I think, at the 20-yard line.
Whitmer at the center position, wide right goes Rowley. Wing back on his near side.
That's
now
actually
sets himself. Singbush does. Burris gets one across the face mask, no call, as he moves it out to about the 33, 34-yard line.
Wasn't too much of a hole there at the line of scrimmage, and he had to try to make one, but he did pick up 3 yards.
Up front, we get some of those players with their names on out there. 72, of course, Nick Verbeck. Alexander brings a play in.
Got Mike Murray. I doubt that Mike Murray comes out of the ball game.
Murray and Verbeck and
the left tackle.
2nd and 7 for the Leafs. Long count. Schneider keeps the ball. Gives the ball to option out wide to Singbush, and he gets a couple yards, I believe.
I think he ran him out almost the line of scrimmage. He went completely parallel to the line of scrimmage, and they're not giving him much. They're going to give him a yard.
No, they aren't, are they? 3rd down. 3rd and a solid 4 or solid 6. It looks like from here.
It's going to be a tough play here, but again, they don't want to start the ball game like they started start the second half like they started the first half, and they're going to have to pick up a big 6 here, almost 7.
Schneider goes under center, sends a wing back in motion. Going to go with a counter play.
He's going
ball
nowhere.
is fumbled, I believe. The ball was fumbled. And Ottawa falls on it at the Geneseo 35-yard line.
Well, that's the kind of play that turned it around for Geneseo in the first half. And Ottawa was hoping for the same. He was going down no matter what, so the Leafs were going to have to punt the ball away. But it gives the Ottawa Pirates the ball in incredible field position. They're going to be at the 36-yard line, 36 yards from pay dirt of Geneseo, 36 yards from pay dirt.
Hermosillo back in the game here. Wasn't a factor in the second quarter at all, but certainly in the first quarter he was all the offense. Now he sets himself in the backfield of Ottawa's, and he will get the ball. Can't pick out where the ball was. What was going on there?
Hermosillo had the football, and he was spinning, and Panacucci had a hold of him. Somebody had him low. Panacucci had him high, and they were trying to pull him down, but he just kept spinning. He picks up 2 yards. He just didn't want to go down.
So they'll bring up a 2nd and long for 2nd and 8.
Somebody had him low, and he was still trying to go, and Panacucci hit him high. And if he'd have got out of that, that would have been a magician's trick right there.
Geneseo will get their 3 down linemen. 2nd and long.
Not going anywhere, it doesn't appear.
Wrapped him up there, wrapped him up. Nothing going that time. Fell backwards, maybe give him a yard.
Got
bring up a 3rd.
Got Verbeck and Marmion, and down low was Travis Akers. So gang tackle once again. Akers hit him low. Verbeck wrapped him, and Marmion hit him high. He went down. That was only a yard. Yeah, that was a short yard too.
Yeah.
It's still about 3rd and 8.
Ball sits on the 36-yard line of Geneseo. 2 or 3 receivers go out wide to the right side of the Ottawa offense.
They still probably have to hold him 2 downs here, so you really want to get him stuck right here.
Trying to go around.
Wide.
Hermosillo with the carry. Should have called carry or holding out there.
There's a flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got held terribly there. Trevor
Craig says, did anybody see that?
He certainly did get gobbled up.
He says the defense is supposed to be doing the tackling here, not the offense. They're going to have to call that. Yeah, it's going to be a holding call. Trevor Craig held big time out there on that end, but once again,
Trevor knew it right away, didn't he?
Once again, they're trying to get Hermosillo outside, and if he gets outside, it's going to be big yardage. Fortunately, the holding call is going to move that ball back, and we're probably going to repeat 3rd down, but it's going to be 3rd and.
Moves the ball out towards the 39-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and 13.
It's a 5-yard penalty, 3rd and 13. So at
21-14, Ottawa's on top of the Maple Leafs with 9:34 left in the 3rd quarter. Going to draw it back to pass. Looking for somebody to throw it to. Now he's going to tuck it up himself and run it.
He's down. And that ball, no.
He spun again and got out of the tackle.
Yeah, I thought the ball was loose the way things were going. He spun out of that tackle somehow, and he got down to the 35-yard line. It's going to be 4th and about 9, so they're going to have to, they got a tough decision here, whether they're going to try to kick this thing or not, because you don't gain a lot by kicking the ball in the end zone, but they are bringing a punt crew out.
Yep, they don't, 44 is their kicker, place kicker.
They're obviously going to try to find the coffin corner or something here and pin the Leafs back deep in their own territory, because kicking it in the end zone would only gain 15 yards.
Send Alexander back a few yards off the pace, but it'll be a punter will be standing back towards his 50-yard line, right at the 50-yard line.
Everybody's got to stay home. Everybody's got to stay home. He does kick it away.
Kicks up high. Takes a Geneseo bounce back towards the 20, about the 17-yard line. Geneseo's offense will come on the field with 8:32 left in this 2nd quarter against the Ottawa Pirates here, as they'll go from the east to the west here at Ottawa.
Ball hit somewhere between the 10 and the 15-yard line, took a Geneseo bounce, got back out to the 18-yard line. So the Leafs, have that ball, as you said, John, on the 18, 1st and 10, and a stop by the Leafs.
Yes, the nurse.
Did they need a stop in that situation? Big time.
Ottawa puts 4 down, linemen up tight. Ends are stand up. Snyder's going to keep it. Oh, nice fake that time by Schneider to give himself about 2 or 3 extra yards on the run. Moves the ball right to the 23-yard or 25-yard line.
Got a helmet right in the small of the back. I'm not sure how that leading with the helmet rule works, actually. That'd be a tough call, but you see.
Yep.
It'd be hard to not tackle leading with the helmet.
I know.
But that, he drilled his helmet right in the middle of his back.
So we'll call it 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5.
It's a short 5.
From our own 24-yard line. Going to go sweep play. Singbush with a carry. Nothing going that time for Singbush as Hermosillo came up and made a block. Had a convoy of blockers in front of him, but just couldn't make it to that wall and was brought down for a loss in the play. Well, maybe not much more than a yard, if that even, on the carry.
Singbush just hasn't been able to get free yet this ball game, and he's got one somewhere along the line. He's got to have that coming. He only had 17 yards in the first half, won 6 carries, and they've contained him pretty well.
So now we're going to break the huddle.
I have a feeling he might break one here.
Rolling out wide, top of the screen to the left. Snyder in her center, goes a wing back in motion. Schneider keeps the ball. I think he turned the wrong way, or somebody went the wrong place.
He is not going to get a first down, and it's going to be 4th down. At least you're going to have to kick this one away. This is where Ryan Webster is going to have to find a lot of leg right here. It's 4th and 3, and there's no way they can go for this. Might try a hard count. You never know. They might try a hard count. Wouldn't be a bad idea right here.
Webster in punt formation, back at his own 13-yard line. Nice snap. High kick.
It's high. See what kind of bounce we get. Oh, it's a great bounce by.
Nice bounce. It goes inside the 25, still rolling down to about the 22-yard line. Nice kick that time by Webster.
That's the kind of field position you like to get them back to, and it's not nearly as scary starting out there. Now the key, of course, is to contain Geneseo inside again. Don't let him get outside. Contain him inside. Make sure you fill. Make sure you tackle low. Tackling high, he's got a lot of leg drive, and he just keeps on churning. Interior lineman Panacucci in the middle. A.J. Marmion and Greg Verbeck at the tackles. Travis Akers and Michael Daniels at the stand-up outside linebackers. Turn him in.
Nice play, and would have turned it in.
Yep. And that's the fullback. Bryant had some critical yards on the first drive of the first half. And he picks up about a long 4 on that play.
Yep.
But they
21-14, Maple Leafs down.
But they did turn him in. Did not let him get outside. Yep. Did not let him churn through the holes. Boy, the interior line and the middle linebackers have just got to fill this baby.
Double wings at this time for Ottawa. Hermosillo goes in motion, gets
nice.
the ball.
Got to
wrap up the fullback with no gain on the play. That time Panacucci made a big play.
A.J. Marmion was in the backfield, had him by the shoestring, and he got loose, Panacucci, but he did detain him long enough for Panacucci to come up and make a big play, and he picked up about a yard, so it's going to be 3rd and 4.
Clock's on the move with 5:30 left in this third quarter, 21-14.
A stop here, they are inside the 30-yard line, their own 30-yard line, so a stop here on 3rd down would give the Leafs back the ball.
High formation, Hermosillo in the back of the. Hermosillo gets it.
He's
close to it.
That is so close. Oh, he got a good spot. He's going to get a first down. No, they gave him a very favorable spot, and it's going to be a first down.
Not even going to measure it.
Nope. They had him
on the 30.
They had him down short, and a little spin gave him that extra yard. Yep. And he made it by a half a yard. It's going to be 1st and 10.
First and 10 on the Ottawa 33-yard line. Ottawa with the ball, going towards the east here at Ottawa Field. Hermosillo's going to get the ball. No, he did not get the ball. I missed 2 head at the time, Bob.
That's first man through again. That was for the fullback, Alex Hartman.
He hurt us in that first period, or the first quarter.
Yeah, Hartman just buried his head, picked up 5.
2nd and 5 is a situation. You're going to send 2 receivers off to the right side. Now 1 receiver and double wing set. Fullback. Hermosillo's going to get the ball. Still on his feet, around the corner he goes. Hermosillo gets down to about the 50-yard line is where they bring him down at.
Daniels again keying on Hermosillo, pushed him deep into the backfield. Even got a hand on him, but
not enough.
No, once he got loose there, he had the room to put the jukes on and picked up the big yardage, puts the ball at midfield. Ottawa driving.
Ball's right on the 50-yard line.
Hermosillo's got the shoes to match his jersey, too.
Yep.
He's got the blue shoes on tonight. He's on fire.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 50. Look him over, Geneseo, 3-down lineman. Drops back to pass. Slips and defender slips and falls. Down at the 30-yard line, inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And Craig on the coverage. Nice pass that time by Ottawa.
I think we had that covered, but like you said, John, we had a little slip right there. Yep. Went down, that left the receiver wide open, picked up big yardage. That ball's across the 30-yard line down into the 29-yard line of Geneseo.
Yep.
Leafs are going to, once again, they have, ever since the first quarter, they have really, really done a yeoman's job of doing the gut check thing, and it's time again.
1 back in the backfield for Ottawa. Wingback comes in motion, going to give the ball, trying to get outside. Geneseo blocks, laid a couple guys down out in front of the play.
Shoved him deep into the backfield.
I didn't pick up who it was that got.
That was Travis Akers who shoved him really deep into the backfield. And then once he got wide, he picked up 8 yards. containment is so critical
Yep.
here because once they get a little bit of open grass, they are very good out there.
Hermosillo's into the game now. Line up at the.
They're also very good at downfield blocking.
Yep. Hermosillo in the backfield. He's going to get the ball. Number 10. No, he did not. The quarterback kept the ball. And
he's going to be nailed for a loss.
A loss, yes. About 2 or 3 yard loss.
Yep. That's not very respectful for the homecoming king.
No.
But I don't know if that was a broken play or not. It really looked like Hermosillo had some room to run there. He had a nice hole drilled open for him, and I don't know why that hole would be there unless he was supposed to get the ball, but he did not. Quarterback ate it. It's going to be 3rd and 5.
Kind of a big play right here. If we can stop this 3rd down play, take our chances on 4th. Wide left, wide right, send one in motion. They're going to get outside. He's going to be around the corner. Inside the 10, down to the goal line. Touchdown. Touchdown, Ottawa.
Well, as we said, John, if they don't get turned in, if they get outside, they're hard to stop because they have a convoy of blockers out in front of them, and they are really, really effective when they get wide.
Yep.
Got to try to turn that back in, contain them, and just didn't get done that play.
No, not that time. So that makes the score 27-14 over the Maple Leafs here with 1:58 left in this 3rd quarter. Snaps high, but plays down good, kicks up and good to make the score 28-14, Ottawa. We got to regroup them a little bit, Bob. We need some big play of some type to kind of get that momentum shift a little bit back to our side. Whether it be like first half we saw a fumble and a big hit in the backfield, but something to get us rolling again.
Well, the Leafs came out and had some momentum here at halftime. They were looking pretty good, but that drive by Ottawa was reminiscent of the first quarter. They just did the things they had to do, and they got outside. The Leafs were so successful in the second quarter, turning the running back in.
That was a 9-play, 78-yard drive. 4 minutes and 35 seconds of this 3rd quarter, capped off by a 24-yard touchdown run by Bryant. Kick for the extra point was good to make the score 28-14.
The Leafs have had the opportunity to return 2 of the 5 kickoffs, and we'll see if this one falls into their hands or falls into the end zone like the first 3, I believe. That's a squibber. Haven't seen that. That's on the ground.
Geneseo fights over the ball. There, kind of confusion who's going to field the ball, but they both fell on the ball. They covered up, and Geneseo's offense will come back on the field here. I believe with 1:55 left in this 3rd quarter.
I believe it was Webster who came up and touched it first, bounced off his hands, and then I didn't see who the other player was trying to retrieve that ball, and they ran into each other, and it was on the ground. They had to fall on it, so obviously not a lot of yardage, but still it's Geneseo ball on the 23-yard line.
Receiver goes wide to the left side. 2 receivers wide left. Schneider at quarterback. Sends Singbush in motion. Drawing back to pass. Got really just over his fingertips, just barely right at the 50-yard line.
Had everything right, except that ball was about 2 feet too far. Not even that. Maybe 18 inches.
Yep.
So close.
So it'll be a 2nd down for the Leafs.
And unless that defensive back was really fast, it was going to be 6.
Yep. Clock is stopped now with the incomplete pass here in the 3rd quarter.
Snyder also had a man out here on the flat that was wide open, so he had a nice little release if he needed that. So, the passing game is there.
Second man through is going to get the ball. Schneider keeps the ball. Schneider still on his feet, moves the ball out to the 35-yard line.
Unless they really blow this spot, he's got a 1st down. Yep, they're going to move the chains here on this one.
Got somebody hurt on the field out there.
Yeah, it's an Ottawa player holding his stomach, holding his midsection for some reason. So the Ottawa trainers are going to get a little yardage on their stats.
Our sophomores were victorious this evening with a victory over the Ottawa Pirates. So with a score of 17-14 earlier this evening, as most of us are still trying to find a place to park our vehicles, park our cars to get into the game. The game was in progress and completed before we even got to the bleachers.
Freshman and sophomore squads are doing a fine job this year.
Yes, they are.
Having a lot of success and doing a nice job and keeping that Leaf tradition, well stocked.
Yep.
Well stocked. There'll be plenty of young fellas coming out of there that'll be some great Green Machine players.
So we're at an injury timeout right now as one of the big fellas for Ottawa goes down on the 20-yard line and hobbles himself off the field. Score is 28-14 Ottawa Pirates over the Maple Leafs here on homecoming night in Ottawa.
Nice fake on that play. We didn't get to mention that because even you fell for that, John. It looked like the first man through had that football, and Snyder just snuck out around the left end, picked up 10. A little more than 10, maybe 11.
We'll call it 1st and 10 for the Leafs now from their own 35-yard line. Wide receiver this near side. Gets it up the middle. Didn't catch who had the ball. Big Schneider kept the ball, didn't he?
I don't know. I thought Mislow had the ball. I saw 46 going through. I thought he had the football, but I guess Snyder did keep that football. They're following, throwing the fakes extremely well.
Yep. Yeah, it's tough to tell.
They got me to bite.
So, minute 12 left here in the third. Geneseo's down by 2 touchdowns and extra points. Quarterback Snyder under center. Gives the ball right up the middle this time. On the carry goes.
That is Mislow.
Mislow, and gets the first down into Geneseo or into Ottawa territory down to about the 41-yard line. Little spark right there by Mislow.
Putting the ball in Brandon Mislow's hands a little bit here, just to mix it up and see what he can do, and comes through big time. Ball across midfield into the Pirates territory at the 41-yard line.
1st and 10, really goes top of the screen, wide receiver. Wing backs on this near side. 2 receivers stand-up ends at the top of the screen.
Oh.
Keeps the ball this time, Schneider does. Schneider still fights for yardage and gets the ball, gets down close to a first down.
They're hitting that first man through, whether he's carrying a football or not.
Yeah.
He's getting punished. It was a cracking hit right there. Snyder wisely, obviously, kept the ball a little, got a little bit of a delay and found a little seam. 2nd and less than a yard, really. They're going to have to call it 2nd and 1, but it's about 2 feet.
Yep.
And Leafs driving with the football.
14 seconds left in the quarter.
Getting some nice sealing off, nice blocking by the offensive line.
Whistles blowing everywhere.
Going to get a sideline warning against Ottawa.
With 7 seconds left in the third quarter.
They put those nice old tarps down there, but I guess they're supposed to stay on them.
I suppose so.
They give them a warning, and they're still not staying on the tarp, so I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. Scores no, Geneseo isn't either, so I'm not sure where that area is.
2nd and a yard.
Probably that line, that chalk line.
Counter play. Oh, we got to run the ball now. We got a first down, but need to get that handoff and get moving.
Oh, we got lots of things going on here.
On the carry was Webster, I believe.
I'm not sure what all the activity was.
I don't either.
After the whistle, but boy, there was a lot of activity. Webster gets the first down, and that's going to be it for the third quarter.
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, Protec Auto Body, Stackhouse Moore Funeral Services, Farmers National Bank, Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
Welcome back as we get started in this fourth quarter of action here from Ottawa. I am John Roller along with Bob Pettit, bringing you all the action this evening. John Buzzard on the camera. Will Zandel on the stats. From high above the field here at Ottawa. Nice vantage point. The referee's going to make sure the clock is set properly, I believe is what he's trying to do. Inside the 30. Double wing for the Maple Leafs. Snyder's going to pitch the ball. A little bit of a corner out there for Singbush.
Singbush has been looking for holes all night. He's just not finding them.
Not finding them at all, is he?
They're closing those holes, and he walks back punished on that tackle. 3 guys hit him and hit him hard. He felt that thing, and Ray Singbush has just been just having a hard time finding a hole to see him through tonight. He picked up 1 yard on that thing. I tell you, he earned that yard.
Tough time getting the yardage.
That's a painful yard right there.
Second and 9 for the Leafs. Nice play that time by the Leafs as they move the ball forward, giving forward progress. He had to be down close to the 22-yard line.
That was Mislow on the carry. Once again, and
Mike Murray up front there. I see his number flashed there in front of us.
Still got
.10:56 left in the ball game.
Still got most of the guys in there. Whitmer, we've had to replace the left guard tonight. Rob Smith injured, and it looks like that's not good. That's not good. No, there's a flag. There's a flag, and it's probably in a. It looks like that could be possibly in a crackback area or a holding area.
No, I think they threw it before the game, just as the ball was snapped. Illegal shift.
It's going to be a legal shift, and they're going to. They're going to have a
Geneseo.
They're going to have a decision to make here. Ottawa is, because it was a. It's declined. Decline. That was a live ball penalty. So the Leafs are going to have a 4th down coming up here, 4th and 6.
No question, you have to go for it. You're down by 2 touchdowns.
Cody Morris is playing that left guard spot with the injury of Rob Smith tonight.
Alexander goes wide left.
Leafs need a big play.
Cross back to pass. Schneider. He's got some time.
Now you got to have a flag on it. He's going to be short.
Short of the first down by a couple yards.
It's going to be
holding.
It's going to be a holding call. Probably a decline. Probably going to decline that penalty by Ottawa, and the Leafs are going to cough this one up on downs. I can't imagine why they would really want to take that penalty.
It's declined.
Yeah, because they're going to get the ball at the 20-yard line, and if they took the penalty, the Leafs would kick it and still probably get it at the 20-yard line.
So the offense comes out, defense goes in, and we'll get ready to play with 10:18 left in the ball game. Geneseo's down by the score 28-14 here at Ottawa.
The big play on that series was the stop on 3rd down, the big stop for a loss on 3rd down, and the Leafs had to go for it on 4th and 6, just couldn't quite get that.
1st and 10 now from the 22. Geneseo with the carry, moves it out over the 25 to about the 26-yard line.
They did turn him in, which they have to do, and he started to cut back. Brought down by a host of tacklers. I'm thinking that was Kyle Patterson at the bottom of the, pile. And the interior lineman, of course. But once again, Michael Daniels had to turn that play in, got the job done.
2nd and 3.
Got to have a lot of pursuit because the cutback against the grain is very
wide receiver,
very much part of their arsenal. There he goes.
Geneseo has the ball. Falls into one of his own players.
Tackled by his own man.
He had open sailing in front of him, I think, Bob. I think he was going to slide through there, but ran into his own player.
His own offensive tackle dropped him like a rock.
Still got a first down.
I think that's 6. I'm sorry, he was moving.
Yeah.
He was moving, and I didn't see anybody catching him.
No, nobody. Not from a dead stop. So it is 1st and 10 for Ottawa at the own 40-yard line.
I wonder if anybody's gone up there to shake his hand yet. Oh, quarterback runs into the running back.
Somebody grabbed him with just one paw there and just holding him. I think that was
big broken play.
Nick Rebeck had him by the shirt and just throwing him around.
Rebeck and Akers in on the play. Marmy and everybody's in on that play. With a 6-yard loss,
Big loss on the play.
It's going to be a 2nd and 16. Quarterback ran right into the running back on the broken play, ate the football, and got spun for a 6-yard loss. 5-yard loss, looks like. They marked that thing at going to be 2nd and 15.
Geneseo's defense looks to the wide side of the field. Quarterback's going to keep the ball.
Nobody even knows it. There's a flag. There's a flag in holding territory.
I think they held Kyle Patterson right there. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Yep. I think Patterson was held.
They're going to discuss it here. Yeah, we got a holding right here.
Yep, that's the call.
It was that quarterback had that football, and there were not many white jerseys that knew that.
No.
They had their back to it, turned the wrong way, did not know that he was coming around the offensive right end, defensive left end, and it's going to be 2nd down. From 2nd and 15, it's going to be 2nd and 14. So on a holding penalty, they pick up a yard.
And the clock's going to be started with 8:16 left in the ball game. 28-14.
Since that holding call is marked off from the spot of the foul, they actually pick up a yard on the play. Picked up 2 yards on the play. It's 2nd and 13 now.
Geneseo in the game. Hazel wingback on that top of the screen.
Got him wide.
Go outside.
Got him wide.
Brought down, and flags being flown in from way back. I don't know what that was.
I don't know.
That flag came from a strange angle from.
It was deep in the backfield, but he was way out there on that left wing.
Illegal block.
Yep, that's going to be another illegal block. Once again, in the first half, the penalties were a negative for the Leafs, and now the Pirates are starting to pile up some penalties here in the second half. It depends on whether they can overcome them or the Leafs can take advantage. Leafs are going to have to accept that penalty because he picked up big yardage. But depending on the spot of the foul is, once again, this thing could be a game. They gained another yard. They keep having holding penalties and they keep gaining yardage. So from 2nd and 15, they're down to 2nd and 12 after 2 holding penalties.
So the clock is on the move with 7:45 left in this ball game. Geneseo down by the score 28-14, but still got some life out there.
Well, when they get that ball outside, they are very, very effective. They just cannot be stopped if they get that ball outside. We got to turn that ball in. Turn that ball in. Get him running parallel.
Looking to go around the outside corner.
There he is.
And brought down over in the far sideline right in front of Geneseo.
Picking up big yardage on 2nd down. It's going to be a 3rd and 5.
Geneseo being brought down by.
From 2nd and 12, he picked up about 7. So 3rd and 5. And once again, they get that ball outside, and we're having a hard time containing that.
I believe it was Mislow on the tackle. Oh. 3rd and 5 from the 44-yard line.
This ball game has just been full of big plays. It's 28-14 in favor of Ottawa, and it's just full of big plays. And here's another one because 3rd and 5, Leafs need to stop in the worst way.
Hermosillo's deep in the I formation, and he was going to get the ball.
There's a dead ball. Timeout. Got that timeout called just before the snap.
Timeout called by the Ottawa Pirates.
Once again, the Ottawa coaching staff didn't like something that they saw there, and it is a critical play for both teams. Ottawa picks up a first down here. They're going to, with a 14-point lead, they're in the driver's seat, big time. Leafs really need a stop here with 6 minutes and 42 seconds left.
Something's got to happen. Somebody's got to make something happen. A playmaker of some type. Fumble, interception.
First quarter belonged to Ottawa. Second quarter belonged to the Leafs.
Yep.
Third quarter belonged to Ottawa. Once again, fourth quarter is what's going to tell the story. At this point in time, Ottawa has football driving. A critical 3rd and 5 coming up. If the Leafs can get a stop, this is maybe the spark that they need. They need a huge play right here.
Daniel's out there trying to rally the troops around him. Trying to pick out the personnel out there.
Quarterback under center. Yep.
And draw back the pass.
Got just enough for the first down.
Oh, just about got the quarterback too. We were very close to sacking the quarterback there also and getting a piece of him.
Put pressure on him, but he had that man out on the flat, picked up the first down by about two yards to spare. Oh no, they gave him a great spot. My goodness.
Yeah.
They gave him a couple extra yards after he ran out of bounds. Maybe these are replacement refs.
They had to go somewhere. 28-14, Ottawa on top of the Maple Leafs. Geneseo with the 3-down lineman. Stand-up ends, and the linebackers are walking up a little tight.
Oh, there's some movement. Left offensive guard. Left offensive guard. You can see his butt pulling out.
Knocking 5 more yards off of there.
Probably shouldn't say that on the air. You can see him pulling out of there just a little too early, and that's going to be 1st and 15.
They have had a lot of penalties this half.
They have, but they've gained yardage on most of their penalties. They were 1st and 15, and they end up 1st and 12 after 2 holding penalties. It's funny how that works.
Geneseo, this is the tail of the tandem there in that I backfield.
That's another break that the Leafs need to capitalize on right here. Hold him tight. Geneseo with the ball, pushing him wide. Boy, he just keeps on spinning. Keeps on spinning. They had him running parallel to the line of scrimmage, behind the line of scrimmage, and he picks up 5. He picks up 10.
Yeah.
He wasn't behind the line of scrimmage, but he was behind the
wave of pursuers.
Yeah, he was running parallel to the line of scrimmage behind the 46-yard line, and he picks up 5 after that.
2nd and 5 from the 41-yard line of Geneseo. Midway through the 4th quarter. Gives it to Geneseo up the middle. Or it wasn't Geneseo, it was a fullback. Gets the ball inside the 30 down to the 38-yard line.
That's fullback
yard line.
Number 15, Alex Hartman. Didn't have a lot. He only had 2 net yards in the first half, but he's picked up a couple big plays for him in this half. And the Leafs have somebody taking a break on the turf, and we got some help from the looks like the Geneseo trainers.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yep, Shannon Pierman's out there, and haven't picked out who that is yet, but going to have a little bit of a delay here on the field. Coach Johnson comes out to take a look. Give him a little TLC out there. Ottawa 28-14 lead here. 5 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter in the ball game and driving. So Leafs need to stiffen up real soon, or it's going to be just a little bit late. Ottawa's trying to celebrate on homecoming. Still haven't picked up a number on that thing. It looks like it's looks like it's Alexander. It's a 40 number. Yep. Looks like Zach Alexander walking off, and he's kind of moving his arm around, his left arm. Hope he can still pitch.
Exactly.
Wiggling his left arm a little bit, but he walked off on his own accord, and probably going to be fine. Don't mess with that pitching arm. That's a golden thing.
Wanting to get the clock rolling. Long counter, using up as much clock as they can, it looks like. They're up by 2 touchdowns.
Oh, there's a nice stick.
I believe Strawhacker.
It was
Verbeck.
Verbeck hit him head on. Brought him down for about a yard gain, maybe a yard and a half. Verbeck came from I think he came from the other side. Maybe not. Maybe he was on his left side, defensive left side. Kind of hit him at an angle and allowed him to fall forward for a yard. Panacucci in the middle. Verbeck's
had a big game.
Verbeck and Marmion at the tackles. It's time to stiffen up. Boom. Stick him. Got him. Got him.
Tackle that time.
Got him.
By Geneseo's interior line. Kyle Patterson was right there.
Saw Mislow had a hold of him. Mislow's on the very bottom. I think Mislow actually contacted him first. Several white jerseys hit him after that. Brought him down here. And it's going to be about 3rd and 7.
Timeout's called on the field.
And that was the Leafs calling that timeout because the clock is really coming into effect here. The Leafs need 2 big-time scores.
Yes.
And with 4 minutes and 24 seconds left, they need the football back now, and they need to score quickly, which is not, really the way they like to play the game, but that's the corner they backed themselves into here. And to get back into this thing, they need the football promptly. 3rd and 7, John? And
yep.
They're at the 25-yard line of Geneseo, so Ottawa has 4 downs to get this if they choose. Or they could kick a field goal and really put Geneseo behind the 8 ball, needing 3 scores. The leg that we've seen on their kicker is, very capable of putting that ball at this distance. Tristan Cunha.
3rd and 7. Hermosillo's going to get the ball, looking for a sweep play.
And he gets out there.
Still on his feet and scores. Leaves a trail of carnage behind him.
It looked like they had it contained, and he found a seam. And once he found that seam, got outside, and boy, there's just no catching him.
No, there isn't. Strong lower body.
Bounced off of one Leaf defender, and it was really didn't appear like anybody was going to bring him down.
Too much.
This is a fine Ottawa football team here. Hermosillo, a fine football player, obviously, and their homecoming crowd here is trying to go home happy.
35-14, Maple Leafs down to the Ottawa Pirates here at Ottawa this evening.
Perfect on the extra points. Ottawa converts on all 5 of their touchdowns. Leafs really behind the 8 ball now. They need some quick scores. Hope they're not trying to button down the hatches yet, and I know they won't. Leafs trying to avoid falling back to 3-3 on the season.
Yep.
Ottawa trying to go to 6-0, and unless Geneseo pulls a rabbit out of the hat,
yep,
it's going to be a tough one tonight.
Scores 35-14 with 4:16 left in this 4th quarter.
In that front row again, we got John Solberg and Joe Thomas, Travis Akers, and
Akers in the front row along with Solberg.
I think that's Melky. I think it's Jordan Melky also in the front row.
I can't tell who's back deep for us. Looks like they're not going to get a chance to do anything with it.
It's a squib. Oh, piling on. Yeah, there's a flag.
Trevor Craig had the ball down and then gets hit by a...
Trevor took the ball, took it to the turf, covered up, and got piled on. And there's going to be a little bit of a unnecessary action penalty here, probably about 15 yards tacked on. It is. Little misconduct.
Yep.
You know, a little too much excitement for Ottawa, but
So we're going to take 15.
it doesn't appear that Trevor is permanently injured, so he no harm, no foul here, and we're going to have 15 yards marked off. Put the ball at the 50-yard line. At least have to strike quick. 4 minutes and 15 seconds, down by 3 touchdowns.
Milky checks in. Looks like Nate Johnson.
And Nathan Yeager is going to come in at quarterback, and obviously that's a signal that we're going to try to put that ball in the air.
Milky at the top of the screen. Solberg down at the tight end on the left side.
And we do not put the ball in the air. We put the ball on the ground, and the ball is taken by Aker. Yep, that was Aker in the ball game. Jacob Aker carries the football for about a little over a yard gain. Joe Thomas runs the play in, and the Leafs got a bunch of fresh jerseys in there, and they are going to say, let's make sure we don't get anybody injured.
Yep.
Let's develop some depth and make sure nobody's injured on this football game.
Wide receiver top of the screen. Looking to run the ball on the carry for the Leafs, number 21. Zach Denny.
That's Denny on the carry, and not a lot of yardage. You know, at least they obviously don't want to try to go 3 and out here either, no matter what the score is and what they're doing. We got Nathan Frankie in there at one of the guard spots. We got Caleb Billier in at the left offensive tackle, trying to catch some of these numbers.
Jacob
once again,
Steins.
Jacob Steins checks in. Milky at the wide receiver spot.
Third and long for the Leafs. A sweet play, going to try to get around the outside. Goes Nate Johnson. Gets over the 45, down about the 43-yard line, it looks like. Not enough for a first down.
Johnson drives the thing down. You're right, it's going to be fourth about 3 yards, and the Leafs got a decision what they're going to do here. They're at the 43-yard line. They are across midfield. Nathan Yeager stands and waits for a play, and the punt crew comes in. Coach Johnson says, let's kick this thing away. Let's see what kind of
2:22 left in the ball game.
Geneseo put their second unit in offensively. Let's see what kind of sportsmanship Ottawa displays on this situation. There's only 2 minutes and 8 seconds left to go on the clock. The Leafs obviously have conceded. Burris at the blocking back position here. Delay of game, they're going to move it back 5 yards. And going to move it back to the 48 and going to kick from about the 40.
Webster's back on to kick.
Webster's back. Ottawa trying to get guys in and off the field here. They hopefully got the right number. They do not have anybody deep. Webster boots the ball in high. What kind of bounce does it get? Gets a Geneseo bounce, going to roll down almost to the 10-yard line.
A nice kick that time by Webster.
Leaf defense comes out.
Fans across the way are starting to make their way to the exits a little bit to find their car out in the parking lot. As tough as it was to find some place to park coming in.
Try to get you some of these names here. Jacob Steins in on defense, as is Dylan Wagner.
Yep. More of Marmy in there.
Marmy's still in there. Johnson's in there.
Jacob Miller at the top of the screen.
Nate Johnson, that is. Got 63 Gage Blackert. The interior line. Geneseo. Yep. And
tie him up real good at point of attack.
And Ottawa runs the ball up the middle. And as we expected, they'd show a little sportsmanship here and just run out the clock and Geneseo is no hurry to stop it. They've conceded that a three-score lead is not attainable, or deficit is not overcomable. Nathan Frankie in are also on defense as well, as is Jacob Aker. Try and catch some of the numbers in there, John.
Joe Thompson Middler. Does give it up the middle that time, tackled by Bob Thomas. Joe Thomas on the tackle.
Looks like we got, am I reading 24 over there? That'd be Scott Schulte over on that far side. Yep, that's Scott Schulte over on the far side. Nathan Yeager in defensively at the safety spot. And I know we're going to miss somebody, and somebody's mom's going to be really upset. Ball up the middle. Gang. Lots of tacklers. Jacob Miller over on the far side, number 18. Clock winding down, 24.8 seconds. They're going to stop it briefly as the flags move, the sticks move, and it's going to be about it. Oh, we got number 53 in there, Chris Olson. I missed his. We didn't got his number in there, and
that's going to pretty much wrap it up here with 9 seconds left on the clock, and Geneseo is down by the score of 35-14 in this homecoming game for the Ottawa Pirates. This day team will do a abbreviated post-game show here as far as some stats, and let the John Buzzard and Will Sandel get stuff wrapped up here, and we can get on down the road.
Well, John, a quick summary here would be that the Ottawa Pirates on homecoming night came out in their blue jerseys and just absolutely on fire. Took the ball in on their first 3 possessions with relative ease. Maple Leafs were 3 and out. Could not put anything together. It was 21-0 midway through the first quarter, and then they stiffened up. They recovered a fumble. Cameron Panacucci came up with a fumble. Leafs took it in for the score a few plays later. And then they really took over the ball game for the second period.
Yeah.
Came out at halftime playing fairly even. And then Ottawa picked up another score in the third and the fourth quarters and pretty well kind of took possession of the ball game. Fine ball team Ottawa is this year, moved to 6-0, and congratulations to them.
Bring a few of the stats here from Willis Sandel. Hermosillo, number 10, had 22 carries for 184 yards this evening. Bryant, the fullback, had 8 carries for 80 yards. Horner, 3 carries for 23. Hartman, 5 carries for 16. And Hoffman, 1 carry for 9. Passing the ball, Hoffman was 4 of 8 for 51 yards, the longest of 21 yards for Ottawa. And passing the ball, the receivers, Jay Bryant, had 2 receptions for 31 yards with a 15-yard average. Hermosillo caught the ball twice for 20 yards for a 10-yard average. As far as Geneseo side of the ball, Luke Schneider, the quarterback, 14 attempts for 113 yards this evening with a long of 58. As far as running the ball, Mislow had 2 carries for 25 yards. Grant Burrs, number 33, had the fullback position, had 9 carries for 24 yards. Ryan Webster, number 38, 5 carries for 24 with an average of 4.8. Ray Singbush, 9 carries for 20 yards. Nathan Johnson, 1 carry for 4 yards. Jacob Aker, 1 rush for 2 yards. Zach Denny had 1 carry for 1 yard. Passing the ball, Schneider was 2 of 7 for 41 yards, along of 33. Receiving the ball, Webster had 1 reception for 33. Rowley had 1 reception for 8. As far as the team stats, Geneseo had 10 first downs to Ottawa's 23. Rushing the ball, Geneseo 213 yards rushing the ball to Ottawa's 336. Passing the ball, Geneseo was 2 of 7 for 41 yards. Ottawa was 4 of 8 for 51 yards. Total offense, Geneseo 554 to Ottawa's 387. Fumbling the ball, Geneseo fumbled the ball twice, lost 1. Ottawa fumbled once and lost it. penalties in the game. Geneseo 5 penalties for 81 yards to the penalties of 6 penalties for 55 yards for Ottawa. Time possession, Geneseo 20 minutes and 45 seconds. Ottawa 27 minutes and 15 seconds. Punting the ball, Geneseo was and we don't have that stat there for the punting. So that'll pretty much wrap it up for us here from Ottawa this evening, and we'd like to thank those who can help us, who bring this game to you. The crew back in the studio. I'd like to thank Ron Hartman and Geneseo Communications for providing TV50's internet streaming. Thanks to statisticians Will Sandel and John Buzzard, and to technical coordinator Keith Kennett and John Buzzard as he filled in this evening admirably. And to my partner in crime here, Bob Pettit, for helping bring all the action to you from Ottawa here this evening. And that'll pretty much wrap it up for us tonight. The sophomores for the Maple Leafs were victorious this evening by the score of 17-14. The varsity went down in defeat to the Ottawa Pirates by the score of 35-14. And we'll see you next week as we take on the Sterling Golden Warriors. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.